commentary.
Yeah.
So I can be like, if we're just like, did they mean to do that? I can be like, yes or no.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, god damn it. Why is Blood Bowl 2 capturing our Steam overlay? It shouldn't be doing that at all, like ever. I need to just fucking turn that shit off. Where the fuck do I turn off Steam overlay?
You have to be out of the game. You
Oh,
can't turn it off.
fucking hell. Rip, rip. Why didn't you surf the loner instead of hitting the dwarf?
Because the dwarf has a guard.
It's a really good target to get rid of.
It also would have been 1 dice into 1 dice, whereas the hit on the dwarf was 2 dice into, obviously 2 dice into
2 dice
red,
into red, yes.
but it was an initial 2 dice, whereas the learner would have been 1 dice because the dwarf has a guard and he was stood right there.
Basically, he willingly went into a frenzy trap. It could have paid out
actually,
pretty
no,
well.
It would have been, sorry, it would have been red dice immediately.
Yes, because it was actually next to that hobgoblin and in contact with it.
It was removing the ghoul assist. So yeah, the hobgoblin.
Huh? No, it wouldn't. There's a guard flesh golem right next to it as well, on the other side.
But that's irrelevant. He's hitting the hobgoblin in this.
Oh yeah, in this case, he would be hitting a hobgoblin.
Yeah,
so.
which would have been red dice.
Red dice.
Yeah, red dice. No, red dice, 1 dice. No, red dice. Fucking, it would have been bad.
It would have sucked. It was a worse choice.
Yeah. As that block just happened, it just heard Nick go, "Yay!"
Nice.
I should get your chat open as well.
Yeah.
Like all the Twitch chat opens.
Yeah. And someone said, no snake eyes. No, let them snake eye all the fucking time, Calidus. It's not me playing, it's commentary. Since it's got commentary there in the little break, it's...
Oh yeah. Snake Eyes for Blood. I feel like that should be a team name, Snake Eyes for Blood.
Snake Eyes for Blood. Alright, thank you for my new team name for next season.
No, don't do it, you'll just...
No, I will just fucking die for Snake Eyes. Just like Skull Push, the high elf team that rolled nothing but Skull Pushes.
I mean, you say it's not even done yet. It's still fucking going.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't stopped rolling Skull Pushes since. But also, if I try and call myself Double Pals, then because of the irony, it will be nothing but Double Skull.
Yeah. Nuffle is the king of irony. It's like he's not actually the god of Blood Bowl. He's the god of irony.
Excellent. I pray to sweet Jesus that a bull centaur is killed. 170k, please murder one of them. Oh, maybe they will. I don't want to see that. I want to see the Chaos Dwarves get fucking stacked. But then Ratus is in their place.
As annoying as bull centaurs go,
they're not really a threat. They don't have tackle.
They are, but strategically, like if you're playing to the Chaos Dwarves, the pieces you want gone are the fucking Claw Mighty Blow pieces.
Yeah, you want fucking Suplex Lies gone for sure. I think the other one of you want fucking Predator Chin music with his tackle there gone. Like those bull centaurs are basically just as likely to roll 2 dices and not pow you as anything else.
Pete's kind of got himself in a bad situation. I wasn't paying attention to how he ended up like this, but he's just given Nick a lot of punches back. Like,
yeah.
The main problem with it's dwarves and chaos dwarves, like they're really good at punching things, but if they get locked into a situation where the dwarves get stuck in places they don't want to be, or they get knocked down, the team just kind of loses its grip. Like,
yeah. You feel Pete will be an easier fight than Lucas?
I would not underestimate Pete.
I don't. Yeah, I think that Pete's an easily better player, but Lucas does have a percentage way more tackle. If only for that reason, I feel that Lucas will be more annoying. I want to see Death Rollers crush Wrecker and Retta. I see them rolled over and their heads to pop off like marmalade.
I mean, Freya's not in because it's great.
Yeah, it's never happening this time, but there's a chance that it will in the future.
Maybe. Who knows? Oh, I think he's back up to full dwarf numbers when he plays Freya, unless an injury happens in this game.
He had an MNG on his other claw MB, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're back next game. I think no, but the claw piece is on the page.
What's the other one?
I don't remember. I know the piece he's missing this game is his ball carrier. Like he doesn't have his ball carrying hobgoblin. But he at least like even if he is down a dwarf overall, he definitely has the fucking money to get one after this game. He's on like 60k already.
Yeah.
Is niggling injured with this claw?
Okay, yeah, his other claw.
So that's +2 to injure for me. And no, that's +1 to injure. I know why you have Mighty Blow, but you can't just assume you have that in the thing. That's not how it works. Niggle's +1. I just said, yeah, you don't... No, if your entire team had Mighty Blow, I'd be like, yep, you got +3 to injure. But your entire team does not have Mighty Blow.
She might only ever throw blocks with the Stormies, to be fair, but...
I mean, you can't say that. Like, I can be like, you know, I break this guy's armor on 2s, and you're like, how? And it's like, oh, I'm fouling him with a full team every time. Like, that's not... You can't fucking say shit like that. Like...
Oh, that was a shitty block.
Yeah, block into block.
If the guards move around, is that werewolf able to surf that Chaos Dwarf towards the white and just get it out?
No, because it would have to... No, because it'll be coming from a diagonal, either way, and then you can't push it along.
Well, I mean, the ghoul could handle it.
If the ghoul dodged and stood on the edge, you would get the surf.
Yeah. Or, indeed, the ghoul could just do the push after it instead.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be next to a guard piece, actually, now that I think about it.
The problem is that's...
Oh, he's just going through with the fucking ball.
I think it's smart.
Yeah, it's a really good choice.
Nothing that like can really get there, because this is strength 4. It is the strength of Bull Center. It's a fast strength 4 piece.
Yeah.
So it's like... Was
that all of his GFIs, or could he have gone further? I think it was.
I don't know.
Until that one then was a fuckfest.
So I mean, like Nick can like get a 1 dice. Yeah, if the probably the easiest 1 dice is the Flesh Golem blocks the Loner Hobgoblin, which then also shoves the dwarf back.
Yeah.
And then you can like dodge the white and pull the basically like it's the white and the ghoul can go over that. And maybe if you dodge this ghoul as well, like I feel like that's your best choice to get a 2 dice. Is both these ghouls have to go and the white has to go. And that's why Bull Centaurs are a pain in the ass. Like no other like semi-fast piece like this they're not usually strength 4, you know? Okay, so oh, can you get his Flesh Golem one? Yeah, 2 GFIs.
2 GFIs.
Okay. Yeah. Basing with the ghoul and then
one. Yeah, that's the way better choice. The unmarked. Well, now thanks to an injury, marked Flesh Golem is giving you a tackle zone.
Yeah, but the smarter way would have been move the ghoul to base and then blitz with the golem, because then you only need 2 pieces.
But he wants to blitz the block piece, which is a ghoul.
Right, but you needed less pieces to get a 2 dice my way. I mean, it works out really nicely.
Oh my god, it worked out super goddamn nicely.
Oh, and an injury.
Yep, it's only BH. Bad luck, Freya. That guy is safe for another match against you.
Hashtag safe. Hashtag safe.
I really want to just see then Conan the Moonsault to just like...
Right
yeah, I imagine he would be. I want Conan the Moonsault to smash that ball back.
He is silent and Nick is very happy.
Yeah.
Thing is, that ball is actually like... That ball is still grabbable by the other ball.
Oh yeah, as I say, like, I just want Moonsault there to just like charge in, smash the Flesh Golem to the ground, pick up the ball and continue merrily away. Who is? It's turn 4. What could happen? No, that piece is safe because it's injured. It's not coming back.
Yeah, that piece is safe.
It is safe. It's not a KO. But it's only a BH.
Injury can't get worse. It's back next game. It has nothing permanent. It's safe.
I spent a lot of last season going, well, at least it's safe.
Yep. I feel like you've spent a lot of this season going, well, at least it's safe.
No, I haven't. I've been going, wow, that piece is dead.
But some of them are safe.
Some of them are safe.
It's fine. Against me, it probably won't happen.
I'm excited for our match. I really need a comeback, and if I could start that comeback on the faces of your players, I'll be a delighted lady.
I was worried for a bit because I was like, man, my team value is actually like high because I have the fourth blitzer.
Smack.
But then I was like, oh, but your players are really expensive, so you actually only get like 60k against me.
Yeah, it's elves. Elves. And I haven't spent money to buy a new one, because I'm like, I could just get another Witch Elf, and I don't want to try and get another fucking runner if I don't get to start it automatically with like a ball play skill on it. I might as well have grabbed that other Blitzer, who has movement.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I did. Or I'm doing.
I still don't like runners.
I liked having a runner when it had, like, ball skills, because it was really cool that it could just, like, oh no, I'm being tackled. Take the ball! And now I can't do that. It would just be a worthless, hey, I'm getting tackled, let's make a miserably shit throw with the ball.
The interesting thing about our teams going against each other is, I have a few more skills, but it's like, overall, both of our teams are kind of the expensive teams that didn't get a lot out of actually leveling things.
Yeah. No, mine allowed me to just have a reasonably good lineup and 4 rerolls to make up for the fact that I have little to no built-in rerolls like dodge and shit.
Yeah. I have levels on... So I have my 4 blitzers now. So I've obviously got the 2 Blodge blitzers, I've got the Frenzy Mighty Blow blitzer, and then I have just a fresh Babby blitzer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so at the start, and I wish I'd taken Mighty Blow before.
I only have the 1 Mighty Blow.
It's too hard for me to get at mouse.
It is really hard for you to get at a mouse. Because you went with the strength instead.
Mm-hmm. Which at least statistically gives me way more successful dice throws around. It's just didn't work out like that. It got first turn injured like twice.
Yeah.
And the second time it was back really safe. It was a deep charge to kill it. Like, I'm not even saying injured, sorry, no, it died twice. I re-rolled it into injured. Oh.
Considering neither of these teams are passing teams, this is like a really stretched out game. Like looking at the position of all the players.
Yeah, they're all breaking off into little violence groups.
It's like really hard for either team to actually other than someone picking up the ball and running.
Is that werewolf an easy punch right now, the guard? It's a 1 dice, but it worked out.
Fine. They take 1 dice and they injure things like this.
Yeah, puppies when they get knocked down get stunned every time or KO'd and then they never wake up.
It's because they fall on their own claws.
Yeah.
Why does Pete keep trying 50-50 dodges? Is it
I think it's just because he doesn't want he doesn't want that piece in that place, and he doesn't want it to get punched, so he might as well fucking try and move it. But I don't like it myself.
But at the same time, dwarfs being on their arse is such a massive disadvantage because they go down to movement 1.
Yeah. The very first time he did a dwarf knock at fall over, I was like, did he really just that desperately want to get his guard away from another guard, or was that a misclick? And this time I'm like, oh no, he really wanted to then if he's done it twice in a row. Yeah, let's see here. That Bull Centaur is a threat. There is a ghoul on deck, so if the ball is picked up by 2 Ghoul's ghoul, then it will get away pretty decently. Like, he's not stopping a break tackle Centaur from just, like, fucking off after it.
Yeah, he needs to block the Centaur if he wants to run with the ball, because there's nowhere this ghoul can get to that the Bull Centaur can't also get to.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, it doesn't even GFI where it is right now.
Oh, and it's set 2+ dodge because of break tackle. Like the only sort of nice thing about it is your ghoul has sidestep, and this Bull Centaur, the ghoul has block and sidestep, and the Bull Centaur
does not have tackle.
Yeah. Which is like Pete was asking me, he's like, "What do you go on Bull Centaurs next?" And I was like, "Well, you either double down on them being ball hawks, or you double down on them being blitzing pieces." So tackle's usually a good shout. If they get a double, dodge is incredible because then the blood.
Yeah, yeah. Double built-in break tackling is just incredible.
No. But yeah, tackle's usually a good shout for the 3rd skill.
Fuck yeah.
Strip ball is also potentially a good, if you want to just do pure ball hawk, strip ball is not a terrible...
I feel like if you got lucky and got dodge, then you would want strip ball as your very final one if they somehow got that leveled up, because you don't need to knock them over, but the dodge is allowing you to get on top of a ball carrier way more often.
It's true, but I think tackle's still the better choice for that fourth slot, just because if you're sitting on top of them, tackle's just a nice passive, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, that's correct. That bull centaur is not marked right now and threat the ball carrier.
I mean, it's slightly more marked now.
Yeah. Also, I like that she writes ball centaur, because I mean that kind of is what it feels like, but it's a bull, like a bull with the horns. Fuck it, red dice pays off.
It's a really good fuck it, red dice.
It's an excellent fuck it, red dice, and dunk.
I would have actually taken the stumble there.
Yeah.
Because that forces Nick to decide whether he wants to move the
Yeah, actually there's a screen now for this bull centaur, which is something.
Yeah. It's easy enough for Pete to move. He just moves the guard dwarf to the zombie, punches the zombie, and the ball goes around.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's this right now that is a screen, but it's not exactly like it's hard to remove it.
No.
Indeed, with the screen as well, even if it doesn't knock that fucking zombie over, it's getting pushed into what is going to swiftly become another guard piece squanch up. It is disgusting. And it eats shit.
Yep. So it's 8 movement to hit the ball.
Yep.
So it needs 2 GFIs. So basically, Pete needs 3 2+s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8.
The only way you do it is if you path it out manually. Like if you just initiate the blitz, path 1 square. Because if you roll the dodge without needing break tackle, you could then cut the.
Yeah, you could go through the ghoul space.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's leaving behind just his shitty hobgoblin to mark up the flesh golem afterwards, which I like. He's already preparing for that potential fuck up. And he's on the inside of the werewolf. Like, this right here is fucking excellent marking. And he has always said it himself. He hates rolling dice without standing pieces up, unless it's very much on purpose. So, like, Predator Chin music, they are staying down on the ground.
The biggest issue Pete's going to run into now is
he used his break tackle.
If this doesn't work, yeah, he pathed it manually. I'm so proud of him.
Yep.
Like I hope he was thinking about it like that.
He's a smart boy.
It works out.
Oh, it works out fucking hugely.
But I was going to say, one of the threats there was nothing. If this hadn't worked out, there was basically nothing to stop the ghoul running up to behind the werewolf and doing the throw. And then the werewolf is out of range of everything.
Oh, you know what's annoying? That ghoul could just run over, grab the ball, and fuck off with it. Oh no, he went for the pickup! Oh, he failed! But
I think you have to.
He re-rolled, and he's got it. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, in that situation, I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
you have to, because for the exact reason you just said. Like, you know.
A ghoul would go grab it, and then it would fuck off for real.
Because the dwarves are actually, like, it looks like the dwarves are kind of in a good position. But, like,
he took the dwarf dodge again.
Nice. Like,
A daring
it looks
boy.
like the dwarves, like, kind of got into an okay position, but, like, the main problem was, like, if this pickup had failed or whatever, like, Nick can so easily just get this ball the fuck out of here, and the dwarves can't do anything about it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, as well, I mentioned it before, like, because we had this conversation watching yesterday's game, and that it's, like, not seeing pieces stand up is driving me insane, because I never leave a piece down unless there's a reason for it. And his reason this time was, I still want to do a dodge out, and it's bound to fucking fail, so he literally made it his last move. That was his rare example that I think he even made.
Yeah. Nick just did a dodge before standing up 2 pieces. Yeah, it's like, it's still a rule that I still try and drum into people, and it's like, after this many seasons, I'm just like, come on guys, it's not a hard one.
Yeah. Indeed, like, you can see that white that's lying down on the ground, that's the occasion where, like, yeah, leave him lying down, because his last move is probably going to be at, oh, fuck. Oh!
The white's going to stay down because it's on the edge of the pitch.
No, as in, like, you leave it for last to then try and diagonally escape afterwards, like, you make that a last turn stand-up, just like that previous move.
Also, though, from the POV of, like, us, though, sometimes people are a little too quick to criticize, like, players are lying down, and it's like, you don't know what that player's planning.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, yesterday with Greg had a couple of turns where people were like, oh, he's not stood his players up, he's just stood his players up, and I'm just like, no, like, he just did a blitz and then moved that other piece. He couldn't have done that if he just stood them up. Like, he needed them both lying down, and it would have sucked if it'd gone wrong, but that was the plan. Yeah. So, he had a logical reason for leaving stuff laying down.
Yeah. By the way, that fucking hobgoblin, Null Giant Claw, the guy has taken a resounding... He's gotten knocked down every turn thus far and just keeps fucking getting up for more. He's a real hero.
Yep.
And it's a great name, fucking Giant Claw. I hope he gets bought into the team.
He won't.
Oh no, yeah, he wants to buy another dwarf.
Yep.
What's the limit on Chaos Dwarves' dwarf numbers?
6.
6, okay.
6 blockers, 2 bull centaurs, and then the rest are hobgoblins. And you can get a minotaur, but no one fucking does.
Yeah. Hasn't he already got 6 dwarfs? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he does already have 6. He isn't maxed then.
Yeah, so he might buy that hobby.
He might buy that.
I wanted to get it. I want it to get MVP. I want it to level up, and then for him to give it the mutation claw, so that it's got a giant claw. They can't. I know they can't mutate. Really, it makes me sad.
Only the blockers. Not even the bulls can get mutations.
That would be insane. Could you imagine just a fucking tentacle bull centaur break tackling its way around, pissing everyone off?
The thing is, though, like, we look at that in terms of that makes sense from a balance point of view why bulls can't get the things, but the reason they can't get fucking mutations is because they're already too mutated.
Yeah, they are already mutations.
It's like the fact when we were trying to work out, like, we spent a while being like, so what exactly determines the value of a reroll? Because we were like, different teams are there. Like, what is the thing? And it turns out the reason is teams that are less organized have like, more expensive rerolls. It's just like, fucking hell. Yeah, this is smart. And so far, this is looking like a decent defense drive for Nick. Especially considering this drive started with a touchback to a bull centaur.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, it's a good break tackle, a punch, a clearance.
Yep.
It's not a sidestep piece, so it's out of there. Can he get the grab and score? No, he can't reach. He physically can't reach.
I'm trying to work out whether you risk the pickup on this.
He hasn't rerolled
yet. Last turn I thought it was necessary, but this turn, because he's now got 2 tackle zones on the ball, I think it's less necessary.
Yeah, he's decided the same, it would seem. Especially since the one who's putting an extra tackle zone on it is a hobgoblin, so it's 3 agi. It's 5/6, so if it gets this touchdown, it fucking levels.
Yep.
You're like, take it, take that.
Or you could be super cheeky, pick up with the hobgoblin, throw it to the bull centaur.
But yeah, you run the bull centaur onto the line to catch a fucking pass from Junior Hammer.
Hell yeah.
Bonk, ringing the bell. Oh, he's out of there.
Did Claw do a thing? No, but
Mighty Blower did. Mighty Blowy. It's a good way to fucking end your turn. Just a quick ring on the bell.
Really hoping for Pete's probably really hoping that flesh golem stays out.
Yeah, that white's been let go in order to admittedly put more zones on a very scary werewolf, but still. It's a dodge werewolf, it was probably... Oh no, that's a tackle piece, never mind. Duh. But if he moves the white up onto that Mighty Blow Claw blocker, he can smack out the Flesh Golem later after all the other rolls are made.
He can. I think if I was that, I'd basically, like you said, but I'd probably smack the Hobgoblin instead, because it's safer. Nick
but he's already... Yeah, Null Giant Claw has already proven it's an unkillable badass, though.
Nick only just realized it this time, which is why it took him 40 seconds to move something.
I mean, it did happen very suddenly. It was like, KO, ka-chunk! And also, that was unfortunate. Probably, if he'd been spending time looking at it, he probably would have moved it in the better space, but now he's just pointlessly marked up this Hobgoblin. You'll have to invest a 3rd piece if he wants to knock it over, whereas he had 2 potential free punch options. Well, not free, 2 dice punch options.
I assume we're seeing a werewolf blitz on the ball. Yeah, there we go. This does go into red dice, though. They did get the knockdown. Like, if that is... that was really risky, because from that angle, that goes into red. Like,
from that angle, it's a horror. I mean, if anything, what you should have done was go in from above and try and get a fucking surf.
Yeah, ball surfs. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. The ball surf would have been kind of smart, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's statistically likely to take it away from the Chaos Dwarves, or directly in the hands of a high agi ghoul, who can then fucking beans it out of there next turn. Oh, an unfortunate Borka dodge. Oh, it's injured.
Ooh, I think that's a regen, though.
Yeah, it's a regen. There was no animation.
That's real unfortunate, because now that just means that, like...
This is about to happen again.
Well, the thing is, though, actually it's the sidestep goal, so it does need to fall over.
True.
But yeah, it's probably going to be a Bull Centaur blitz on the goal, and then
Hobgoblin pick
probably
up
the
to score.
Hobgoblin goes for the touchdown.
Yeah. I'd take it. Nice safe way to get him at to 8 out of 6, and then that also starts progressing him. Like, he could actually decide to start turning that Hobgoblin into a ball carrier if he does well enough.
He's already got a ball carrier, so it'll probably be like a dirty player or something.
Oh yeah, he was actually saying he really wanted a dirty player, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's not just development as well, though, but, like, in this position, like, it's your drive, it's turn 7, at this point, this is the point in the drive where he's like, I can't risk being picky about
yeah, and this ball needs to go home.
Yeah, I need to get the touchdown, like, because if this ends with no touchdown, then my drive has collapsed, especially with an injured Bull Centaur.
Sidestep on the... yeah. I wonder what the delay is between streams, because we were talking about that. Yeah, he has to get a knockdown.
I feel like Freya just ignores what we say most of the time.
That's also possible.
Nice thing for the bow is because oh no, it can't. I was thinking it could just but it'd be a 1 dice. I was like, it can just like YOLO through. How is 3 moving?
Here it comes.
Has to take a GFI to blitz. Not good enough.
Nope. You're gonna re-roll it though. He wants that score.
I wouldn't re-roll it.
I wouldn't. It's very, very, very greedy. Oh god, he did it, and nothing happened for it.
See, what I would have done there, if Nick's smart, he'll go diagonally up. Yep.
Yeah.
See, in my opinion, the correct play there is to not... Because now that, like, not only is the ball still covered, the Hobgoblin has to dodge to pick the ball up. Whereas if he'd taken the both down, the ghoul would have stayed in that spot, and then the Hobgoblin can try the reroll and the pickup and go for the 75% pickup chance with the reroll instead.
I just got what about me, sorry. Like, well, that proves the point. She was not listening at that time.
Why not reroll? He has 2 dice, because if you don't knock it down, you get into this situation, and I'm not looking at the statistic chances of that dice. I'm looking at the statistic chance of the whole play working and scoring. Because if you don't knock this goal down and you don't get it both down to keep it in place, it moves here, and now your chances of picking up the ball are even worse by like a lot.
Now I would consider surfing the ball myself and hoping it ends up next to that goal.
No, because that's such a small chance.
It didn't work out.
It's not a YOLO.
Actually, to be fair, that's on the outside, so that goal itself, since it's 4 ads, you could get on that ball again.
It's not a YOLO pickup, it's because it'd be a 50-50 pickup with a real 75%. That's a Camry pickup.
Yeah, that's what it takes for a Camry to pick up every single game.
Like, I feel like it's unfair to Camry to call that a YOLO pickup. YOLO pickup for me is like at least 2 tackle zones on the ball, and you're just like, fuck it, let's see if this works.
It's like, do you need a 6, or do you need 6s plural to make a play work? Congratulations, this play is now a YOLO play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or do you need someone else to fuck up?
No, we call that a YOLO prey.
YOLO prey. I like it. Prey spelled P-R-E-Y.
Speaking of, after this, I'm going to go back to playing Prey.
Solid. Yep, ghoul doing ghoul things. I mean...
That ball got away.
The problem is with this, is that, like, yeah, he has to throw it to the well, because if this fails... nice job.
Oh, way to play fetch! Good puppy! Now run!
That was so smart. That was Nick's only fucking out, because that goal couldn't get anywhere that the claw pieces with tackle couldn't reach. Like,
yep. But now he's turned this into a turn 8 goal.
Yeah. That just
which is hugely good.
Now we spin it around and look at it. Oh. Now this just turns around into, well, this was Pete's drive. Pete has an injured Bull Centaur, and is it gonna go 1-0 down? Like, that's a disaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, that play just then looked an awful lot like a less likely to succeed version of everything Madden's elves always do.
I mean, that I want to point out because of the thing is, you say it's less likely. That took IG4 goal. That was only 3+ pass.
I mean, it was still less likely. It wasn't 2+ actions and also 2+ to get the ball. Like, it was less likely.
Yep, and Pete's just going for the kill the goal.
Yeah, fuck this boy up.
Yep.
I mean, if he injures it, that's huge.
Yep. Nope.
No. Oh, that hurts.
He's gonna foul it with the loan, I'm pretty sure.
He might as fucking well. Can he get that other dwarf in there? With a GFI.
He can get the ball and the other hobgoblin in.
Yeah, he could get that god dwarf in there if he were willing to risk a fucking GFI.
I'd put the god dwarf next to the thing and just throw the block on the white, like, because you've already got fucking 4 assists.
Yeah.
On the foul, like.
And it's knocked down. And that's the new white as well. That's the shiny new white. It's still alive. Didn't scratch the paint.
And there's the foul.
Got that fucking the little noise he makes before he does it. Hey, it's a KO. That helps. It's not as lasting as he was hoping for, but it helps.
It does help a lot because that means if these look how many things Nick has KO'd. There's 4 pieces.
Yep. He's going into it with a bench of 3, but.
Technically, no.
So I know, yeah. Well, yeah, one of them was pushed out. Sorry, yeah. That was. I was like, why did he leave a werewolf on the bench? Weird. Oh yeah.
It was an involuntary benching.
Yeah. And then a cold sponge was applied, and then it was back in again.
Let's see. The KO is the most important bit. 2 of them came back, so the flesh golem's back. The ghoul isn't.
Oh, flesh golem back. Well, I mean that's fine. He doesn't need to try scoring anymore. He just wants to fucking.
I think he's at full numbers again. Then I think. So Pete's down 1, and Nick is at full numbers, I believe.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, that's fucking cold. Nick was, Pete was like, your flesh golem came back, and Nick was like, yeah, you're bolted.
Savage. Oh, look at that. Giant Claw is facing down the werewolf. Good luck, Giant Claw. The true hero of this team.
Oh my god. This god has like changed a
What has it changed?
When you like, you know the right click menu? So like if you right click on a channel.
Yeah.
They've made it so like, so it used to be like the menu would be like the top of the menu would be like level with where your mouse right click. Now the bottom of the menu is, so the amount of times I've almost deleted or left the channel now instead of marking as red is fucking way too high. Does Nick not realize he's on offense? I don't think Nick realizes he's on offense because he's like.
Because he just finished scoring.
Because like, there's no reason to not hit with the flesh golems. Yeah.
Maybe he's afraid of a blitz or something crazy. Like it's a weird thing to be afraid of at this point because there's still guard pieces and you have to commit so hard.
The Chaos Dwarfs can't do shit on a blitz unless the ball is like literally in one of the wings and like 1 square over the line. The dwarves can't do shit on a blitz.
Yeah.
Like. It's one of the reasons, like, I kind of like putting, unless I'm really afraid of the damage the enemy team can do, I really like putting the balls very aggressively on the wings in defense, because if you get those blitzes, the balls can go real deep.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I quite like seeing the fucking anchor. I kept seeing Sage do that, where the setup is you have your 3 on the line. Oh, the riot. It's not good.
Yeah, they're gonna start adding cosmetic skins.
Oh no. And they're going to be so expensive. So yeah, there's the anchor where you have your 3 on the line, and then you have core pieces down the middle, and then the ones with the mobility on the outside making like the smiley face of the anchor, and then you have that freedom to just like they are very, very hard to blitz. Or if a blitz does happen, then it involves them going so deep, and then you're like, haha, but you did this against elves, goodbye! And you run past them all, and your turn rolls around afterwards.
Yeah.
Someone said, what did he say to Nick? Oh yeah, I said, oh, my flesh golem's back, and Nick went, your bull centaur isn't. It's fucking fire.
So much fire. This LOS from Nick is very strange.
It is.
Just because that means you're hitting with zombies with no block.
Or he's just not throwing punches at all, and he wants to like move the flesh golems around on the outside edge, but I don't like it anyway. It seems real weird.
If you're gonna do that, why are they in the
middle?
middle?
Yeah, why are they in the middle?
They have to waste half their movement just going around the dwarves.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Alright, drop a tackle piece. Does Claw do it? Nope.
See, Pete said you didn't need to do that marking for that, but it's not true. That was protecting him from the frenzy trap.
Yeah.
Because that means that was still 2 dice, 2 dice.
Mm-hmm. And he's set up for another punch. That's pretty nice. I really do think Will's my favourite pieces. They're just so mobile.
Well, are good.
I love Frenzy.
It's
great.
To me, like in a pure vacuum, it's gotta be like Bull Centaur is probably my favorite piece.
Yeah. Very fair.
They're just so fun.
I figured you'd be tied for them and Ulf Werner.
Ulf Werners are pretty good. It's not on the Norse team. Like it's fucking berserkers. Like berserkers are legitimately my favorite goddamn piece. I love those things.
Yeah.
It's so good.
My favourite in a vacuum is the bear, but it'll never see use because it's no good in that team.
Whoa, I don't know. If someone else plays Kislev, it might, but it won't see it. Like you won't see it from me.
You know what? Tell you what. If I play Kislev next season, I'm pick a bear.
Fair.
Likewise, if I pick woodies, I pick a tree.
The only way you see a bear out of me is if I go to like bucket, I just decide to like not give a fuck. That's basically the only way a bear comes out. And even then, it seems unlikely because it'll add 120 TV to my team. Berserkers are only movement 6. So are Norse Werewolves. So?
It doesn't matter, they're really good. Like, Frenzy is still useful and they're just good pieces. They all have block and shit.
Movement 6 isn't bad. Movement 6 is average.
Mm-hmm. And I was saying I like werewolves for their movement, like a shit ton of it. And they don't need to have Mighty Blow access when you're a werewolf, they're very good. And they might anyway. I don't remember.
Don't they get strength access? Aren't they strength general anyway?
It might be strength. I think they might be strength.
You need doubles for the IG, and I'm pretty sure they're not only general.
Doesn't Frenzy need movement? Sure, but if you're moving more than like 6 spaces to frenzy someone off like a pitch or something, then you're probably overextending anyway. Well, not probably. There's odds at least that you are. Like, if your whole team is 6, then your whole team is moving at 6. Like, that's not a big deal.
And luckily, Norse one of those teams that aren't all moving 6, which is really nice, because unlike
they
the
are
Amazons,
actually general. Okay, cool.
Unlike the Amazons, the Norse get access to runners who are movement 7, so you get that extra movement on the team, which makes a huge difference. No, that's fair. Well, then you just need doubles for strength access. It's not that crazy. And they have Claw on a non-mutation team. Movement 6 is very restricted. It's really not. It's average. An entire team of movement 6 is very restrictive. Having movement 6 on an individual piece is not restrictive.
She just used her rats, and that will...
Yeah,
another fucking injury, and he's back again, though.
Yep.
That's Pomeranian again, yeah, it's the same one! It just goes down. I'm hurt! I'm okay! Oh god, it was a 6-5 injury and a 8-9 casualty? That's a permanent stat. Which he did not get.
He's fine.
I'm okay.
I mean, again, whenever you played against me, the Amazon's my first movement. It's almost like I've said like 4 times now. The problem with Amazons isn't movement 6; it's that they're all movement 6. Like, they don't have any variance at all. Like, it's not the same thing as movement 6 being bad.
I mean, it came down to it eventually, fucking throwing the punches at dwarves with ghouls, there with Zambles.
Yep.
Although in this case, he wanted to do it so he can move his guard pieces up further, but it was worse before on the line previously. Let's see here.
I mean, marking this shit with the zombies is smart.
Yep.
It's what they're there for. It's their main role.
Yes.
And then you hope that maybe when one levels up randomly, he gets plus strength and he becomes the god marker.
Here it
Oh,
comes.
he
Oh,
does like
huge pals! Suplex still kicking.
Oh, you have the zombie like mine did and just steal 4 MVPs.
Steal? You mean earn, legitimately,
No,
Commissioner?
Steal. No, steal. Fuck me. 20 SPP on a zombie, none of it earned.
Yep. Was any of it things rolled doubles?
Yeah, that was McBrain, so he got...
Oh yeah, McBrain!
Yeah, he legit got plus strength and block and didn't earn any of that SPP
Yep.
himself.
Fucking McBrain, though, was a hero by the end. A hero to everyone.
He was trash for like 60-70% of the season.
Yeah, but then he really fucking came to his own. He had his, like, shonen training montage and just fucking dunked on bitches for the rest of the tournament. He was amazing. And we all tried to kill McBrain. We tried and failed. That was partly why he did nothing, is because he would keep getting concussed in the start of the game, and that would be why nothing happened.
He got hit by a lot of rocks.
He got just stoned so often. Now let's see here. What kind of punching opportunities has Pete got open to him?
He could hit the well. Oh no, it's God.
No.
Not a lot, to be honest. He can hit the white in the top right.
He can bull centaur blitz off like a guard flesh golem on the left and move and that'll free up 2 pieces.
He can 2-dice the zombie on the left. He can 2-dice the white at the top. To be fair though, I think the bull centaur needs to, if it blitzes, it needs to blitz something on the right because the bull centaur can't stay on the left. Not with the bull going up the right.
It could just fucking try and knock down a hairpull action hero. In the middle. Because if it succeeds, it can move in to the left of the fucking guard flesh golem with nothing next to it, assuming it knocks that piece down.
Who are you saying it should blitz?
Right by hairpull action hero, that fucking zombie Juan there, move into the corner on that flesh golem, and that opens him up some more punching opportunities.
The problem with that is it puts you level with the ghoul, so if Nick can push the ghoul up its full movement, the bull centaur falls behind. It's tricky. It can be, like, it's not an ult, like, I'm not saying it's a terrible move, but you run that risk of getting outpaced, which is... This is the thing with Chaos Dwarfs, you have to constantly be aware of, like, am I going to be outpaced?
Yeah.
Like,
well, let's think of it this way. If he enters diagonally between hairpull action hero and dropkick recall, and knocks over that zombie, or whatever, and is able to get in between, again, that same Chaos Dwarf hairpull action hero, but then also Predator Chin music, does that open him up for a punch on the flesh golem without him being too far ahead of... Sorry, too, like, close to the ghoul? He'd be on an inside corner in the middle. And 2 steps ahead of it. And as far as movement's concerned, that means he'd be level and able to catch it. Sorry, not level, he would be a step around and able to catch. Never mind, didn't do it anyway.
That's way too defensive.
Yeah, that could... I mean, it might work if... For some reason, Nick decides to go balls deep, but...
I mean, maybe, but it's still too defensive, because if you look at it, basically, that bull centaur is in line with the maximum the ghoul can run forward without GFIs. So, like, that's the thing, you don't need to be... Because of the way movement works, and he has to run past you, you can be further forward, because they have to go past you, which means the movement differential gets, like, reduced, because they're spending movement to just go past you.
Yeah.
It's too defensive.
Nick went, who did you lose against before, Pete? He goes, you, Nick. Oh yeah, lol. It just sounds
Nick
so
is
mean.
pure savagery today.
He's so mean. He uses Blitz there. I mean, he gets to create that marking opportunity on the Flesh Gun if he wants to move next to it, but I don't think he will. Yeah, he's
that only
too...
that only gets you a 1 dice.
It only gets you a 1 dice, but it's a 1 dice with a block piece against a not block piece.
It's true, but you need the knockdown because the push does nothing.
True.
I'd probably.
But I mean, it standing there doesn't fucking do anything anyway.
Not true, it's got guard.
Huh? No, the one he's just blitzed with isn't doing anything.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
if he'd moved it to go
this
help
is
throw a
way-
punch, it's just
This
like,
is
it's
way too
fuck all.
defensive. Like, this is just, like, Nick has so many opportunities now just to make a cage, like, on the 10 line in Pete's half.
And then he made it a shit 1 dice instead, and is going to suffer for it, and that is a guard piece down on the ground, and that means
No, it's a normal dwarf. The guard's on the flesh guard.
Guards for... Oh, God, that's so fucking off-putting sometimes.
It's hard to see, I know.
Yeah.
Like, it really looks like it's on the wall.
Because they're short.
Yeah.
And the golem is tall.
But yeah, Nick can just make a cage, like, on the 10 line, like, so easily.
Yeah, and he's got to fucking batter that dwarf. I mean, shit, if he wanted to, if he gets a fucking knockdown, is there a way for him to set up for a foul on it to keep a fucking claw mighty blow dwarf from getting up and punching something he cares about?
I don't think it's worth the bar risk because you can just cage, and like you can cage. The thing is, once you knock the mighty blow piece down, it has 1 movement, and you can cage more than 1 square away from it. So, like,
Fair point.
and also you'd be fouling into armor 9, and you're not going to be able to get that many assists if you also want to cage. So it's like, you
Well,
know.
let's look at it this way. Right now, that's 2. You can move a piece for 3, and that would be it, actually, yeah. He needs to clear off a dwarf. I mean, he could clear off that dwarf with his white if he moves a zombie up to help.
That's what I do. I'd move the zombie up, punch the dwarf. If the dwarf falls over, that's the left side of your cage made. If it doesn't fall over, you
Just fucking sit comfortably where you literally already are, because you're not in a rush anyway, you're winning.
You can just screen it instead with the other zombie. Like, put the other zombie, like, in next to the number 10, and then just put the ghoul behind him.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he's just opted to just move sideways. There's a screen effectively going on. Well, more like he's got a marking of superior numbers because he's just finished fucking off with everything.
I mean, this is the other way to play against the Chaos Dwarfs. If you have a fast piece like this, you can basically just keep going side to side to side to side, moving up very slightly, and just keep changing sides, even if you're just doing it with a ball. And just because of the nature of how slow the dwarves are, like, their line just starts getting, like, stretched, and they start, like, having to leave pieces behind. Like,
I mean, there's a fear of that obviously backfiring against you, but now he's down to just the 1 bull centaur. He can't have 1 waiting where he would go sideways into.
yeah, exactly, because the ball has to chase the ball essentially.
Oh, he went for the fucking foul.
I mean, it could work out, but I think that was. You've got +1, so that's essentially armor 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like that.
And it's like even the results that cause an injury, most of them are doubles. Well, actually, half of them are because you got 4
one
results.
can be a double, and one's always a double.
Yeah, it's like it's not great. They aren't odds you want to play for.
And it's just also the fact you don't, like, Nick doesn't actually have a numbers advantage.
No.
Like, Pete's down 1, and Nick is also down 1. Like.
I was correct, but I didn't really want to be, because it wasn't a good choice.
Yeah, the biggest problem is now, this is the worst situation for Chaos Dwarfs. All the dwarfs are essentially in unblockable situations, and, like, because Pete moved all these pieces back, like, you need Chaos Dwarfs want to force a fight where they support each other. Like, they don't want to get isolated like this. Like, they become really bad.
Yeah.
Because they can't get out of it.
He can move all of his pieces up to set up marks again, but then he has to hope that nothing gets knocked down in the interim, and then he gets a useful turn, and in that time the ball's going to move. Like, it's rough.
I feel like what you do, can the ball reach? I feel like the ball needed to blitz the flesh golem on the left. Like, blitz the guy on the left, and then you can knock down the white with the hobgoblin support. And then you get a block on the left with the setup he's already got, and that gives you some options potentially, I think.
Yeah, he stayed. He could still do that right now.
The problem is he's blocked his own movement with hobgoblins.
Yeah. Did he need it to do the punch on that white? I think he did.
Yeah, he did. But if he did it if he did it my way around, like blitzing the
doing the blitz first.
Yeah, he only needed one hobgoblin to get the block on the white instead of both of them.
Just going straight down the middle. It's not wrong. It's
I'm
different.
okay with this. He's getting the ball stuck in, which is what he needs to do.
And it's stunned a piece. I love that fucking blitz animation. Just the fucking hammer blow.
That's a proper Ken punch right there.
It is. Well, like the last time I saw a hammer blow like that, it was in fucking MMA, and it split the dude's head open. It was just like he managed to get the guy to the ground, and then for a brief moment, he was like the stars aligned, and he leapt into the sky and did a dropping hammer blow, and just fucking smashed his head down. It's like, yes! I feel like everyone who regularly watches MMA is like, that's a highlight, and I needed that. And here it comes, just knocking these dwarves all over the fucking shop.
The worst part is the Claw Mighty Blow piece is getting bullied by a Claw piece, which is just not the place you want to be.
No.
And the plus side, Nick can't roll armor breaks, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah, actually, he's, besides that one bull, it's actually been pretty good considering the number of times he's made them eat shit.
Yeah, Claw hasn't done a lot. On either team, to be honest.
Yeah. Don't know why he moved that mark up there, it does nothing.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, never mind. He's doing it to screen for the ball. He hadn't moved it.
Yeah, no, but I was just like looking at the blocks. It does stop you blocking with the Hobgoblin, and then it stops you throwing a block with the Hobgoblin and then throwing a block with the Dwarf. Like, you have to throw the block with the... Like, you can't you can't get an extra block in there, I think.
I think, though, if he'd moved slightly differently, he could have gotten a punch to get rid of that Dwarf and save himself the same problem, and then move up, but...
Possibly.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those cases where it's not a bad decision. He was more worried about moving the ball than he was about throwing a punch just then, and frankly, that's a good habit to have.
And, like, this is the other issue, like, with Pete committing... like these two hobgoblins for that block on the white last turn. These hobgoblins literally can barely reach the ball. Like,
I don't think I like that punch. He's or more like I don't think he liked where he pushed it into, because he's just put a guard piece next to that fucking flesh golem.
Yeah, that flesh golem can get 1 dice now.
Okay, now no, never mind. And now it's going to get a free punch. I've changed my mind. I like it. That needed to work, and it did, so it's great.
I'd actually take a step forward as well.
Yeah. Because then that Claw Mighty Blow guy is... Oh, I wouldn't if the step forward was a GFI, which it was. No, and there's lightning bolts everywhere. Oh, we did too.
No, he did 2 step forwards. The step forward wasn't a GFI.
Oh, hey, it gave him that second punch, though, actually, that we were talking about. That dwarf punch, even.
No.
Okay, no, he's universe brained it there. I did not consider that opportunity.
I did, but I wasn't risk.
I wouldn't have been sold on a GFI, but I didn't consider that was just an opening he could have made. I don't know why he didn't punch the flesh golem, though. I thought you set that up on purpose.
Because he doesn't want the flesh golem to be fair, I kind of see it, because if that flesh golem goes down to a skull, the bull centaur just hits the ball. Basically. You can clear the white, and you can clear well, the bull centaur, it gives the bull centaur more mobility into the back line.
It gives it more space, but I was going to say it doesn't open anything up really. He has to do so many more punches, and he needs to move pieces to create those punches in the first place. To then get vaguely next to the ball, and then when you've done that, guess what? That ball could go fucking left again.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I'm pretty sure the ball could have gotten there in 1 turn with a break tackle if the golem had gone down.
Maybe. I don't know. It's honestly kind of hard to say in this case.
I could see that. Yeah, the golem goes down, you punch the zombie, and the ball just goes around and hits the ball.
Okay. Oh my god, I so want my room. There was a beautiful breeze all day yesterday, and there just isn't one today.
It's been quite nice here today. Like, it's been really, really warm, but also like breezy. So.
Yeah. I actually felt cold last night. It was amazing.
Keeps making sure he's got a scoring threat. They kind of like that, just on the fuck it, you know.
It can't hurt. I'm sad that the scoring threat isn't the mighty Null Giant Claw, but you know. Whatever. Junior Hammer wants that dirty player money. Right, this is a good punch if it works.
It does work.
Oh, good. Great view of tail.
Well, that's what that was.
That's a fucking...
Can't work out what it is.
It might have been... Yeah, no, I think it was tail.
I think it was.
That is a KO'd white, and that has now means that... That now means that he's got a... Assuming he gets to the next turn, a second punching opportunity.
It's semi-risky, but like the bull could actually like slip behind the behind the wolf with a break tackle.
Yeah.
So 3+ break tackle to go behind the wolf.
Yeah. Now this is where that bull centaur is now, and it makes sense. Like it shouldn't have been doing this 2 turns ago.
See, the problem with this though is like it's still kind of weak. Still kind of weak because all Nick needs to do is blitz the hobgoblin and then the ghouls through. Like the only saving grace right now for Pete is that Nick is 1 square short of touch. Like Nick cannot score this time without a handoff. And it would have to... Actually, no.
No, he can't do it.
No, not even the werewolf's in range. So, yeah, like, Nick actually can't score this turn.
The werewolf is only in range if all of those dwarves get pushed out of the way and are knocked down, and then it runs straight line forwards.
Yeah.
Which is some next level fetch maneuvers. That's what we could call a YOLO play.
So.
Yeah. It's already let us all down. I mean, it's not Pomeranian, the true failure.
Nick is real close to becoming the first person to 4-0. First and only person to 4-0.
What in our league?
Yep. Nick currently is the only person to have not dropped the game. And if he wins it now, that will continue. I think Ron is the only person who's drawn a game. And whoever runs through with. Like, I think
well, yeah, I was gonna say, no, that's not true. It's one other person. Yeah, no, it's like he's the only person to draw. Oh, okay. I knew he had a second team in there, Commissioner. Who's the plant? Ooh. Ooh, those injuries are coming now. Oh, it's an MNG! And the crowd goes wild, by which I mean Freya. She does not have to deal with...
Appoed into miss next game.
Appoed into another couch.
Into dead. He Appoed into dead.
Into dead, yeah. That's bad. That's bad news for him, and Freya must be delighted because that is a claw mighty blow piece that is not on the field now.
It's a club him.
Suplex lies. Someone just said so I had to get up several times. Has there been any deaths? No deaths, but you just literally watched a guy get injured and removed for the next game.
No actual deaths. I mean, technically that guy got Appoed into dead.
Oh no! Why did you take a GFI? You were never getting away. You were always getting 2-diced. Stop! Stop moving!
I mean, it forces the bulls to make GFIs, so technically does something, but it's pretty...
But it's doing it counterintuitively. Yeah. They're sure-footed.
Yeah. And this thing is, this is the base ghoul as well, so like...
Yeah, it ain't got shit. No sidestep, no block. It goes down real easy.
What's a real easy? Easier.
Okay. Just fucking stand the dwarf up and blitz that cunt.
Yeah, blitz it first.
Oh god, he's not blitzing it first.
I mean, he's hitting with 2 dices and with blocks. I can see why.
Yeah.
The main problem he has is he doesn't really have anything to retrieve it, but that's good. That'll help.
If it injures it, then it'll double help. No, it didn't. But, you know.
It's good ball position.
Does he pick it up? He's got 3 rerolls, 3 turns left, and easy punches if he takes any more, because he can move 1 piece for a double and that's it. I would go for it. That ghoul could just grab it and fuck off. And score.
It's not an easy grab. It's a 50-50 with a dodge, or like a dodge.
It's a 50-50 with a dodge, but it's it's also, like, the only role he's going to have available to him next turn.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, there's nothing else that he's still got a reroll left. There's nothing else to do.
It's true, but I could see Pete dodging the hobgoblin at the back to go and base the ball as well. And if he does that, then you know.
Yeah, alright, he did it and it succeeded.
Yeah.
Oh, he's even holding it.
Cool. I like that. That's okay. Because the thing is, the buzz under holding the ball is cool for holding it, but like, if Pete wants to score with the setup he's got, he's gonna need to.
Is he gonna fucking huck it right now?
Don't huck it right now. That's a terrible idea. Because it's, as I've said a couple of times now, like the longer the throw you.
Yeah, the more likely it ends up on the floor at your feet.
Yeah.
If it does it on the ghoul and bounces off of it, it could do it to an empty corner and just give Pete a free cut.
Yeah, exactly. It's way too risky.
Oh, he's doing it.
I really don't like that. See, look, fumble. See, look, he rolled a 3 and fumbled it. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
inaccurate. Oh my god, it's really not bad for him to just get that. How many turns he got left? 2?
I think he doesn't have the movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7,
He's got the movement.
No, he does. Yeah, he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
He has
3,
nothing
4,
to fetch that
he
ball
has
with.
Exactly the right movement with no GFIs.
Yeah. And there is no one to get that ball without making a dodge. He can do it with a zombie if this punch succeeds on a dwarf.
But I feel like that example right there just illustrates what I was talking about with the fumble. Pete needed to roll a 4 to just not drop it at his feet. Like,
I'd have been more comfortable like tossing it to the unmarked fucking Chaos Dwarf that hadn't moved yet.
I would have just left it a turn because if Nick decides to not go after your Hobgoblin can basically walk up to the back of these dwarfs and just lob it over. Like,
yeah. Depends how much of a rush. Right? Like, maybe he's underestimated just how much time he'd have to do this thing as well. Well, you know, he's already just like, fuck it, go hard. Hard in the paint. And then hope for a riot after I score.
No, I think he was... I think he did that play because it it gives him the opportunity to potentially score, but it also stops Nick scoring again, in theory. Yeah. The 50-50 dodge. That was not.
Oh, I know why it didn't go through. It's because it's the word yeet in all caps a fucking 50 times over and over again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it auto-moderates stuff like that, so it can't happen. But thank you, Vidya.
I don't know where yeet comes from, and I'm glad I don't know.
Yeah, why? I think knowing would ruin the mystique.
Nope, knowing would acknowledge that it exists. Well, Pete can't score. He's been denied by Nick making the zombie dodge and then the werewolf blitz. Nick could still score. It just needs a werewolf throw to a goal. Apparently Nick just has the world's most agile zombies.
They really are just moving it. Can they score? Can the zombies score?
I just feel like just because I like comparing everything to it, and because it's funny, then Nick zombies just pulled off a Camry pickup.
Yep. Let's see here. Is there a Chaos Dwarf scoring opportunity built into this?
Nope, they don't. Nope, they can't. Like, the Hobgoblin that was in that position had exactly enough movement to do it, and he stunned.
Yeah, alright. Then the other question, to which I'm sure the answer is yes, is there an undead scoring threat? There absolutely is.
No, there is a goblin scoring threat, and it's your fucking hero.
Is it? Oh boy.
If he just runs in a straight line, he can do it.
Yeah, giant claw, just fucking beansing it downfield.
And the answer to your other question, yeah, the werewolf they just need to get the ball to the ghoul, which is probably the werewolf throwing it. Like,
yeah,
that's probably your play.
Gonna be a short pass too because yay movement.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, it's 2 squares.
All right, he's doing it. He's doing the punch off. Let's see it, Noel. It's not the punch we wanted to see.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, no, just needs to make like 3 dodges and a picker. It's
yeah.
fine.
Oh boy. Our hero.
I mean, Pete's probably gonna. Oh no, he already blitzed.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking he might kill the ghoul.
No.
Alright, no.
Let's see this.
It annoys me that his name doesn't begin with a G.
Yeah.
Because then his initials would be GG.
Yeah. Fucking GG blasting home.
I feel like if he fails, that's the reason why.
He just took... just taking GFIs. And he's in it. He gets a punch. On for the zombie. Just a guy.
I mean,
just take it.
That's a really bad punch. It's red dice.
Is it still reds? There's a guy there.
Yeah, there's 2 assists. There's 2 assists.
Oh, he got onto the ball.
Reroll.
Reroll.
Come on, no.
He's on the ball. Dodge.
2 more dodges. And then you need to make the GFIs.
Come on. Go, Giant Claw.
He also really needs to not get... Like, he has to take both GFIs this turn as well, because Nick could blitz the werewolf in from the front and push him back 2 squares.
Yeah.
So he has to take the GFIs.
He's already used the rerolls now. I think he might take the risk of the GFIs next turn and just hope that he doesn't get pushed away.
Can't, though, because if you don't take them this turn, Nick just pushes you back and you can't reach.
Yeah. He tried.
Like,
I mean, he made the fucking dodges. He just failed the GFI. That was amazingly close to being our hero boy.
Considering that was a loner with no skills. Like...
He even making the reroll itself. I didn't even think about that. So close. Far closer than I had any right to be.
It's good shit, good shit.
If he didn't roll only once and his opponent rolled a 1, then that was, you know, Noel Giant Claw taking it fucking his own. So I guess he wants to try for a scoring opportunity now?
Yeah. The problem is it's going to be like kind of bad because you can't clear the hobgoblin on the I think there's nothing you need to clear the hobgoblin.
Hmm. That's the reroll already gone.
Pass is going to be a 4, I think. Oh no, he's made it even harder now because he didn't take his full movement.
Yeah.
Oh, like he could have gone more forward, is what I'm saying.
Pass. Oh, nearly, but no. That's the fucking end of it. Let's see some injuries.
I feel like this game saw way more passing than a Necro versus Chaos Dwarf game had any right to see.
You mean any? Any?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they passed 3 fucking times. What the fuck is this?
They had more fucking loner ball grab GFIs than any game ever had a right to see. When you gonna ring it? When you gonna ring it? Alright, there's still a blitz free. If he makes it successfully, he can then do another punch.
That, like, overall, even though if you look at it, it looks like Pete's team has been more hurt than the Necro team. It's like, actually, it's not true. They both got 2 injuries. It's just...
It was against the same piece 3 times in a row.
He just kept getting back up. Like,
he was just slightly less hurt than you thought. The eye went right back in again. Alright, that's scoring threat removed. Well,
Nick doesn't have any more turns.
Yeah.
Spite foul.
No. It's not happening.
You say no, but I wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't?
No.
Did Nick ever do that?
I don't know.
I remember him doing it once and being like, oh shit, you can't get SPP.
No, he's not. He's going for a pass or something, I reckon.
Fuck yeah. Can he?
Who the fuck did you pass to? Oh, do you pass to Loner Boy again? Do you pass to GG?
I mean, he probably wants SPP more than he wants to throw it to GG.
He gets SPP if GG catches it.
Yeah, but it's... I was gonna say, that one right there would be more likely, right?
No, because that's a 50-50 catch, whereas there would have been a 3+ catch on the Hobgoblin.
From where it was? I mean, he has a reroll left, so it would have been a loner.
I guess the throw would have been harder.
Yeah, the throw itself was the harder part, and he has a reroll, but I don't know. Hard to say.
Maybe he did an easier throw for a harder catch.
Yeah.
Like...
As opposed to actually, yeah, a harder throw with a reroll for an easier catch.
I think it would have been literally the same, just the other way around. Like, it would have been a 4+ throw and a 3+.
Oh my god, that ghoul is up to 40 SPP! Out of 51! And DD Terminator got the fucking level up, so he's got his first dirty player goblin.
Quite likely, yeah.
God, the SPP doesn't look impressive until you realise that everything that 2 ghoul for school is just like fucking injuries and a ball play and a touchdown.
That was a really
sorry,
low
yeah, no,
SPP,
that was a ball.
yeah.
Yeah, actually. Wait, no, sorry. Schnauzer was 2 injuries. Wait, the guy who got that fucking 1 SPP also dealt out 2 injuries?
Yeah.
Shit.
Look how that's so concentrated, that SPP.
Yeah. Went into places it needed to be, I suppose. Let's see these dice rolls. Statistically average. Actually, no, Get to the Ring had, like, decently better rolls than expected. Like, his 1s and 2s add up to 38, and his 5s and 6s add up to 39, but the 4s are good.
Yeah, he had, like, way less 5s.
Yeah.
Nick had a ton of 5s. Nick stole all the 5s.
Yeah, there's quite a few 5s right there. His dice were statistically, technically a bit better, but not by a massive amount.
I mean, they're pretty average.
Yep.
As we say multiple times, in Blood Bowl, it tends to not be...
Yeah, it's never as good as you
bad.
think.
It's when the dice are bad that screw you.
Like me, I had a game where I apparently had, like, statistically amazing dice. Like, I had 7 1s and a whole shit ton of 6s, but I got, like, absolutely destroyed on 2 sets of double skulls. I think, in fact, one of them was double skull, reroll, double skull.
A shit game.
Yeah. Dude, it was very exciting to watch, though. It came down a lot closer than expected.
You almost had it. Fucking...
Null Giant Claw.
Null Giant was, like, almost a hero.
Yeah. Are you buying that guy?
No, I fired that fucker.
But he spent the whole game getting punched and never taking an injury, and then he nearly took it to the fucking hoop at the end.
The fucking werewolf just powers every fucking turn, the one that didn't get injured.
Yeah. The one that got injured twice!
The
The sleepiest big brother.
And every game I lose the fucking dwarf for the next game, almost.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, Freya's pleased. She doesn't have to deal with at least one of them.
I'm gonna delay my game with Freya for like 4 weeks.
Take that. Freya's so annoyed. Say salt.
Why did my team value go up?
Got level.
Fan
You
factor.
won.
Money.
Fan factor.
Mine went down.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a miss next
Yeah,
game.
I know. It was heavy on the sarcasm there.
Sounded like just genuine surprise.
Yeah.
The reason I kept punching is because you got tackled, so they didn't want to run away from you.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, at least tackle didn't. Tackles did was like the whole game. I was like, crap, I can't dodge away from that. I can't dodge away from that. I can't dodge away from that. Like the only person who I'll trust to dodge away from tackle is 2 Ghoul for School because he's got 4 agi, so you can see he gets a 2+ dodge.
Yeah.
And zombies.
Yeah, your zombies are amazing at dodging.
As I kept saying, the zombies just keep performing the Khemri pickup with the dodges.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
That was the most un-me game I've ever had.
Apart from the time Nick turned over, it felt like he was getting like fucking super dice every single turn.
He wasn't. He's getting pretty average dice.
Cows everywhere. 50% dodges. Picking up the ball and running away.
No, bounce out and guards and stuff. So.
Yeah. All right. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys.
Take care. Have yourselves a little fucking good time. Do take care.